Hey everybody, it's Becca Jepson coming at you with a Teacher Tip Tuesday. Today I want to talk about motivation and management. Now there are two different kinds of motivation. There's the extrinsic motivation, which are things outside of us, things that we do in order to gain something outside of our own personal self. So money is a good extrinsic motivator for kids, treats, toys, stickers, things like that. And then there's the intrinsic motivation, and that focuses more on like personal progress, meaningfulness, things like that. So if you have a student who is intrinsically motivated, a good tip might be to have them write their letters. Let's say they're working on their letters, and it might not look very good now, but in a couple of weeks, have them write them again and then show them, compare the progress so that they can really see, hey, I am doing something amazing right now. Look at my learning that's happening. That might be a good tip for those kiddos who are more intrinsically motivated. And for the ones that are extrinsically motivated, I have a few tips for you today. The first thing I want to tell you though is that before you can set up a reward system, it's really going to be important to set up rules. That way you have something to go off of that will help you determine whether you take or give rewards. And I would do kind of like with the schedule, I would create the rules and then put them big, huge, somewhere on the wall so that they can see them and you can refer to them often. My other tip is to get your student to help you with this. If they participate in the setting of the rules and they talk with you about things that they would need to do in order to make it a great school day, then they will be more convinced and there will be more buy-in on their end, hopefully making it easier for this to work and for this to be more successful. So let me show you really quickly. I just got another big piece of poster board and I wrote down some sample rules. So the first rule I wrote down was follow directions quickly. Sorry, I gotta see this. Let's see. The second one, complete the daily plan. The third one, this would totally be for my son. No whining. that was a personal goal that I thought, oh yeah, when he's in kindergarten, this is going to be one of ours. And the last one, keep our home happy. So if they're doing anything that deviates from this or anything that is enhancing these, then that will really help give you a starting point. Also, if you refer to the rules, then it kind of makes you less of the bad guy. You're not coming up with the things that they're doing wrong. These are the rules. You know, we set them together and you helped me come up with them. So I'm so sorry, but you're whining and that's something we talked about. So I'm going to have to take away a puffball or whatever. Which brings me to my next little trick. I grabbed a piece of Tupperware and some little fuzzies. Okay, and I remember doing this with my first grade classroom. I had a class where honestly, the sound of my voice, they would just listen and they were like the best class and it was so easy. The next year I had a class, they were not that way. They loved the extrinsic motivation and that was fine. So adjust depending on your students' needs. So I would put this on their desk maybe, and if I saw that they were doing a really great job, hey, I noticed that you were staying really focused during that lesson, you know, give them a couple of puffballs. Or, wow, you got through that math lesson without whining. Way to go. That was so cool. Or it could go the other way. Oh, I'm so sorry. You whined all the way through phonics. I'm going to have to take one. Anyway, you get the idea. If the jar gets full or if they get 10 or however you want to manage it, then they can turn it in for a treat, toy, sticker. Again, that will be up to you. But I think it will help. Well, I'm hoping it will help you manage a little bit better, manage the behaviors. You can do it with gems, stickers, a tally chart, so like a score you could keep on a whiteboard or something like that. That might be a useful visual for them. Whatever you think is going to work for your student. But again, before you implement any kind of a reward system, I would definitely come up with a set of rules. You can get me involved as well. Sometimes it helps to have a third person in there to just say, Mrs. Jepson said that these are the rules. I'm so sorry. Because again, it kind of takes the pressure off of you since you're having to play so many roles. You can send me an email if you want, letting me know how they're doing during the week, and I would be happy to respond. Anything that you feel like that can help keep these little kiddos on task. I know it's tough. It really is. They are not used to doing school, and it's really hard when school is at home because they want to go play and they don't want to necessarily always sit down and focus on school. But there are some tools and tips to help you, and if you need any other suggestions, let me know. Thanks so much for watching this video. Hope you guys have a great week, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.